Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today we have a super fun video for you. We have a book haul video where I splurged maybe more than I should have. And we have an unboxing video. Some of these were a splurge, some of these were gifts. We'll get into that in a few minutes. We're going to start off with the book haul videos, or the book haul first. So we can get these moved out of the way and get started on unwrapping all these. I'm really excited to unwrap everything, so find out what all is in here. So, all right, we're going to start. We have, now I will say that all of these books, I had kind of put myself on a book buying ban because I do have a very long TBR right now. I have approximately like 60-ish books that I am trying to get through before the end of October. So there's quite a few going on. I've got a rack over there, and then I've got some hiding back on the shelf back here, and then I have a couple that were sent to me on my email. But I need to get through at least some of them and figure out space on my shelves. So pretty soon here we'll have a shelf reorganizing situation. I don't know. I've got like 5 bookshelves that have to be cleaned up and gone through. So we'll get to those probably, I'd say probably next month. But in the meantime, we're going to start off. We have Tales of the Hinterland. This is by Melissa Elbert. And this is the 3rd book in the Hazelwood series. This, from what I understand, is not actually part of the series. This is more a after novella type situation. But the first 2 books are Hazelwood and The Night Country. Now, I did read both Hazelwood and The Night Country. They didn't rate particularly high, but if you can see, I do have a couple of very exciting price tags on there. So this one actually came out to $6.97, and that was at Books A Million, and I'm a sucker for a bargain, and I love to read. So those 2 things make it so that I get sucked into Books A Million quite badly. But I figured I'd give it a shot. Like I said, I did already read the other 2, so at this point, I might as well read the 3rd one. Next up is Gin and Juice. Now, this is by Nicole Peeler, and this is the first book in a series about Layla, a genie or djinn belly dancer. It is a urban fantasy or romantasy type situation, and this one was a whole $3.97. Now, reading the back cover and doing a little bit of detail into it, I feel like this is probably going to be more of a potato chip type book, but I am still excited to read it. It looks like it's going to be quite interesting. So go ahead and read that. Now, the next, I've got 3 books here that I have a specific reason for buying them. The first one is Wisteria. Now, this is by Adeline Grace, and I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous, super pretty. This is the 3rd book in the Belladonna series. I do not own the first 2 books yet, but they are on my TBR. This is a YA series, and it's supposed to be a like fantasy thriller. At least that's what it says on both like the Google reviews and the Goodreads background, and it says that it's got some romance in there. But since it was on my TBR and this book only ran me $6.97, I thought I would give it a shot to get it, especially right now, rather than waiting until I had the rest of the series. Now, I might end up not liking it. That happens sometimes. I have so many books at this point, and I have no intention. I don't like to unhaul books. I'm terrible at unhauling books. So most likely, even if I don't like it, it will still sit on my shelf until the end of time. That leads me to my second book, which is, or my fourth book, technically, which is also the third book. And this is from the Kingdom of the Wicked series. And so we have Kingdom of the Wicked, Kingdom of the Curse, and then this one is Kingdom of the Feared. Now, this is by Carrie Maniscalco. I don't know. I have read 2 books by her, and I enjoyed both of them immensely. So that was The Throne of the Fallen and The Throne of Secrets. And I do need to get the third one in that series as well. And I loved that series. So I feel like I probably will like these. These are also listed as fantasy, thriller, romantasy type. They do have a slow burn element to them, and they are also a YA, so you know that they're not explicit. But if it's listed as teen fiction here, but this one also was only $6.97. So I was like, well, I know I like the author already. I had intended on getting this series. I'm not mad about it. Now, the next one is actually a special edition, and I was really excited to get the special edition for the price that I got it for, especially. But this is 5 Broken Blades, and I know that it's been all over Booktok. It's been all over Booktube. This one is by May Corland. I'm saying these wrong. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not great at names. But this 5 Broken Blades, and if you look, it is so unbelievably pretty. I mean, just look at that. Super, super pretty. And this one is the first book in the 5 Broken Blades series. So the first one, 5 Broken Blades and 4 Ruined Realms, 3 Shattered Souls. This is considered a romantasy or a high fantasy romance. It's supposed to have some epic adventure in it, and I was very excited to see that this one was on the bargain shelf, because this one was $9.97. So it is a little bit more than the other ones, but I mean, it's gorgeous, you know? So add that to our pile of books that I really am going to kick myself later for trying to get through, but I really want to read it. This one is The Way Home. Now, this is by Peter S. Beagle. And anyways, the author of The Last Unicorn. And this is actually 2 novellas in one. It is considered a fiction, but I believe it's a YA, or technically like a children's fiction, because it is in the same world as The Last Unicorn. And I have a hardcover copy of The Last Unicorn up on my shelf out there. So when I saw this, I was like, absolutely, this is coming home with me. It's not a particularly long book, so it'll be a nice little short story one of these days. And it looks like it's all of maybe 215 pages. So 216 pages, including the acknowledgments. So not terribly, terribly long. And this one was $7.97. So I think I did pretty decent there. The last book of this book haul situation is Night of the Witch. Now, this one has also been all over the Booktok and Booktube. It is a fantasy, romantasy situation. I know from reading the reviews that this was one that I very much wanted to read. It's about a witch and a witch hunter that form an unlikely situationship. And I don't know if it's a forbidden love or if it's an enemies to lovers. I haven't delved into it. I haven't really looked that far. It does have a trigger warning in the front. It does say that it says that it's young adult, but when I was reading the reviews on it, it seems like it's more new adult than young adult. So there might be some, fade to black or slightly spicy scenes in there. I'm not 100% sure, having not read it. But again, I was very excited because that one ran me a whole $5.97 there. So I will be adding that one. And I think that one is actually on my October TBR list. So yay. Super, super happy. Now, next, I think we're going to go ahead and get these are my Amazon boxes. Now, these are pre-orders. Like I said, I did put myself on a book buying ban. So these are books that I had previously put down that I would like to purchase. I had already either made the purchase or I had them in the list of, okay, these need to be purchased by X amount of time because you know you want them situations. So I don't know which order these are in. It looks like, judging by the fact that this one's blacked out, I think this one is the newest pre-order. And if I remember, yeah, yes. Okay, so this is, I'm very excited for this. Scarred. So this is by Emily McIntyre. It is the second in the series. Now, it's not technically a series because a series usually goes like, you know, something happens and then you go to the next one and something next happens. So whatever it's called when they are within the same theme. The first one was Hooked, and that was based off of the Peter Pan story. It was a modern or contemporary retelling of Peter Pan. And sorry, I got to pull the little, it's got the built-in bookmark, and I hate when they're tucked up in there, so I always pull them out right away, so that way they look pretty sitting on my shelf. But this one is based off of the story of the Lion King. And it's so gorgeous. You can see, at least it says it's based off of the Lion King. But it's so pretty. We got some art on the inside, and then we do also have the digital signature in there. And then it says Ma Petite Menteuse. So, and I mean, so gorgeous. It also shows, we've got a map and a coat of arms. And then I think there's also somewhere in here, there's also, it's part of the Never After series. So there's also Wretched, Twisted, Crossed, and Hex. Now, I don't know that I've actually seen all of these in the store, but I believe we've got a Cinderella retelling, we've got a Hunchback of Notre Dame retelling, and we've got a Little Mermaid retelling. I don't know what the last one is, so we will have to check those out as they come out. I have not been buying these in softcover. I was going to, and then I saw that Hooked came out in hardcover, and I immediately was like, nope, we're going to wait until they come out in this beautiful special edition. So we now have Scarred. And then let's see what we've got going on in, oh my goodness, this is impossible. Okay, so this is another special edition that I had been waiting for, that I had seen the soft cover come out, and I decided not to buy it until the hardcover came out. So this is Quicksilver. Now, I know a lot of you have probably already read this. I have not. This has been on my TBR for over a year. And I purchased this hardcover edition, I think it was back in November or December of last year. And I have been waiting. It's actually on not just my regular TBR, but it's also on my A to Z challenge for this year. So I'm like, you know, so excited. And the next one in the series does come out pretty soon. That's Brimstone. And that'll also come out in the hardcover edition. It looks, there's not a whole lot of art with this one. It looks like there is a map in here. So, and I couldn't tell you off the top of my head exactly what this one is about. It just says, be careful of the deals you make, dear child, the devil's in the details. So, judging by just what I'm reading here, I'm going to guess that this is another maybe paranormal fantasy or fantasy romance with a slight thriller element to it. I'm not 100% sure. Don't be mad at me for it. I did my research when I bought the book, but like I said, I'm pretty sure that it was back in either November or December. So I just know that I'm very excited to get into that. So we've got, go ahead and chuck those on the floor down there. We've got those. Now these two were both purchased off of Etsy. This one was a gift, and this one I actually bought two of them and gave one, which is why this is open, gave one away. So I do know what I'm getting, but very excited. So this is by, the shop is called Reads Books and Gifts. And this is a book by J.E. Reed. This is The Divine and the Cursed. Now, this particular one was actually purchased as a damaged copy. So this copy only cost me a whole $5. And that's why I purchased a second one for a friend of mine. And the author, Miss J.E. Reed, she runs her Etsy shop. And so we've got not just this, I mean, this gorgeous, it's absolutely beautiful. Not just this gorgeous special edition book, but we also have a bookmark. We have a couple of cute little, I know this is a fantasy book. I think it's a YA fantasy. I'm not 100% sure. We got a cute little dragon sticker, little ghosty sticker with books. I think that one's going on my car. We got a little cat sitting on some books that say Grumpy Sunshine, Forced Proximity, and Soulmates. And then another stack of books. Now this says Friends to Lovers, Slow Burn, Fake Dating, Grumpy Sunshine, Forced Proximity, Forced Mates. So those are super cute. We have a little thank you card with some artwork on the back. And then we do have, I'm not going to show you the QRs on those, but we do have some artwork as well. So these are so pretty. And I mean, look at this. Now I believe this was why you can kind of see it's got a little bit of some lines going on here. And I'm assuming that's why it was in the $5 pile. And this is a signed copy. And I mean, it's just so pretty. It's just, and it was a hand signed copy. You can see in the copyright page, it's got the marker line. So this is actually a signed copy. Now I will put her link in the description below. So I really highly suggest you guys go check out her shop and just take a look at these books. I mean, they're just absolutely gorgeous. And and we've even got a built-in, if I can get it, we've even got a built-in bookmark here. And I mean, just the quality of this book is unreal. I really appreciate when an indie author takes pride in all of the little details. And this is just, I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I am very excited. This is on my September TBR, so this will be getting reviewed next month. And hopefully that will encourage you all to go and support her. I'm so happy with that book. Now, the next one, like I said, this is a gift that I got, and this is bought from, I should probably put these back in there so I don't lose them. This was also bought on Etsy, and this is by Caesar Custom Shirt Shop. And I think if you guys have seen my other videos, you know my birthday is coming up next month or next week. And so I had asked for a jammy shirt to wear while reading. And I'm so excited. I love it. It says, spread those pages. And then it says, I look better bent over a book. Proud smut reader. So I am very excited. I got this in, I think I got it. Yeah, this is a 2XL. So it's absolutely ginormous on me. It's so well made. You can tell the maker took really good care to make sure that these were on extremely well. And this is cotton. It's a Comfort Colors cotton shirt, and it's really, really well made. So this will be going on me later today, and I will be lounging while reading because I have a few books that I'm hoping to get done today or tomorrow so that I can start this one. Now this one I am so excited to open. This is, I said, if you guys have been watching my TikToks, you know, I got officially my first ARC books. Now, a couple of them are on my email, but this one, I suppose I should do this. This one was sent to me by an author, and I am so excited. This is, let's see, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's the shipping paperwork. Okay. So this is by, it says C.R. Whaley. Now you can find his TikTok page under Cody Whaley. And I know that this is not out yet because this is an ARC, but I am so thrilled to be reading this for him. So I know that we are looking at a fantasy here. I'm kind of going in blind because I had watched a few, I just downloaded TikTok maybe 2 weeks ago. So I don't know a whole lot, but I know that I watch a lot of the videos that he posts on the books that he reads, and I enjoyed 99% of the ones that he's posted, so I'm assuming that I will also like it. Now, this is The Spirited City Luxe. So hopefully, as soon as this comes out, you guys can all join me in this. I am very much looking forward to it. I'm hoping to be starting this actually tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Friday. Today is Wednesday, so it'll be a couple of days still. But I will, of course, let you guys know what to expect, and hopefully we'll see this out in the store soon. So that is all of my, I don't have any more packages, don't have any more books. So now it's officially time for me to get back to reading. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions, comments, concerns, if you just want to, jabber with me for a little while, if you've got any suggestions on books that you think that I should read, or tips or tricks for getting awesome books that are not going to cost me a fortune, because as you can tell, I have a buying problem. I mean, I don't have a buying problem so much as I have entirely too many books and there's not enough hours in the day problem. Let me know. I love finding out new and exciting ways to find books. Obviously, all legal. I don't want to hear you guys telling me go to, Barnes and Noble and start shoving them in my pockets. That's not going to happen. But, or if you also have an ARC book that you would like for me to read, go ahead and put down in the comments or message me, either way, and we will connect up. So Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and keep an eye out for those links in the description. And we will see you next time. Bye.